Hello everyone. Let us start a discussion regarding how to shift yourself from GATE score to a PSU. To get a PSU job, you have a very good score. So based on that, we will discuss a very important topic. Then how you have to shift yourself from GATE score to a good PSU. For that, I have already designed 10 important steps by which, if you follow this 10 step, I am pretty sure that you will definitely get your dream PSU. So, or any interview you can crack. So, let us begin. So, if you want to become to use your GATE score to get a PSU job, you must have around 600 plus score. As of now, the trend, what is going on in the field of PSU job through the GATE examination, 600 plus score is yes, it is a competition one. Yes, it is a good score. Although it is for every category, it is recommendable that if you have around 600 plus or 600, it is most likely you will get some call. And you may also get the call, means if you have a 550 or 500 around, you may also get the call also, because in the nowadays in the state government also, various state government, even in the recent past also, in Bihar government also accept the GATE score. So in the statewide also, in the some of the state PSU, they are also means accepting the GATE score. So GATE score is important, around 600 or 550. You can expect a good PSU interview call, and if after getting the interview call, and then the various important points come into the picture. The first is the strengthening your fundamentals, means how basic concept of your engineering skill you already gathered. Okay, so your basic fundamental skill, and whether you are able to apply on this on your day to day, means office work or day to day engineering domain. So your technical fundamental concepts in every engineering aspect, I am saying. If someone is belong to mechanical, then means what are the heat, how heat is measuring, and what are the heat aspect in your AC. In kind of civil engineering, if you go for a survey, whether in case of a road design, the alignment, how do we can place the alignment. So the basic fundamentals is important. These are where how you are going to use this one thing. The next one is deep dive in technical aspect, means theoretical along with practical. Means now, as you have already scored a very good score in your GATE examination, so you have a very good impact or very good knowledge in your GATE score. So you have a very good score knowledge in your, not very good, it's pretty good knowledge in your technical knowledge. So whether you are able to implement it on the ground, because in the laboratory setup and the means of the site condition, there are several another aspect also, means involving. So what are, whether you are incorporate these two aspect, means the theoretical along with the practical. If you can incorporate these two aspect, then only it is, means during in the interview they will also try to give you some aspect of this kind of scenarios, whether you are able to handle those scenarios, whether you are able to have that skill or basic understanding. Yes, what are the problem you might face during implementation of this thing. So this kind of thing they will try to try to understand whether you have a very good understanding on the collaboration between the technical and the practical, this thing. The next one is previous year questions. If it is nowadays, now generally what people do, they twisting the RTI. I hope you know this clause or rules, RTI, right to information. So this is also important topic. Means you have to know the basic details of the RTI. Okay, how RTI plays, who can place the RTI, who will means responsible officer to give you the response in how many days the RTI. So based on RTI, you may get some previous year question also. Means so there are some procedure also. If you are requiring for that, you just pin me up or give me a comment. I will explain. So based on RTA, you can get some previous year question or from your colleague or from your means network. Nowadays LinkedIn is there. You can use it LinkedIn also. You can contact directly to the person you are means in which position you are applying. In for an example, if you are applying for Airport Authority of India and for the post of manager, in that case you will go for the LinkedIn and search, and you will find some of the few contact. You just send them message that you are appearing this interview. If you can give me a couple of minutes, I hope everyone is means if you can, if you have a skill, this is the important thing. Interpersonal skill is this is called interpersonal skill. If you have that skill, you can communicate with that person, and so that he or she will reply and you have a conversation. By this 2 or 3 minute conversation, you will come to know what are the in your engineering domain, what are the important topic you have to study. Okay, yeah, for an example, if you are applying for airport authority of India, in that case how runway design, what is hangar, where means aircraft is staying, so what are the basic thing. Okay, you have to know. For that point of view, if someone who is in your domain also working in the airport in the authority of India, so if you communicate with them for a 10 minute or 5 minute, you will come to know that. But in case of if you are applying for coal India, then it's a totally different. In coal India, how we were maintaining the stock, what are the means way of surveying, how you will means calculating everything. So there are something how we will excavating, what are the basic rules for excavating. So this kind of thing is also important, basic fundamental thing. Might be possible you are not belong to civil or mechanical, you are not, even though you are belong to computer science also, at that time also you must know the basic of that fundamental, means for that institute or for the PSU you are apply for. So previous year question paper you may get somewhere, or you can go for LinkedIn. And for the next point is engaging in the interviews. Okay, for that point of view, you can follow me or you can give me some comment how to clarify this, and I will give a brief discussion about this. Then the grooming is also important for the point of grooming, because everyone is in every interview panel, what they are looking for, they are looking for someone who is technically sound, someone who has a means has his personal or his or her personal appearance, and his or her personal interpersonal skill. So basically personal appearance is also important, so try to have a proper grooming. If you are, if for a man or for a boy, if you are going for interview with clean shape, it's okay. If you are not means that much comfortable or can feel confidence while you have a clean shape, then you can go for your own thing, but make sure that is properly trimmed. Okay, not like this one is quite grown, quite more grown, this is not that much of. So try to maintain a decent look, so that when this interview panel will just look into your technical skill or your knowledge, not your appearance. Okay, so your grooming is also important, how to groom, what kind of fragrance you use, so how you sit on the chair, how the gesture is, so how your body posture is during that moment. So this is also important. If you are sitting on this this chair, what they are offering you to sit, you are just laying down, so this is not feel like you are confident enough. So for you, for showing your confidence, your communication skill is also important, how you are conveying your message. So for simple thing, now if you are saying someone, I am just conveying my message, I am telling you, so there are some few differences there. So the message, if you can convey properly, then only this message is impactable message. So your communication skill is also important, whether you use Hindi or English. So this is not a matter of discussion in the today's discussion, although try to use English, because it is somehow impact a good impact, give a good impact on your technical, along with the social there are aspect also. So try to have a good grip on the communication skill. And then let us discuss the highlights of the project and internship. Okay, if you have during your BTech curriculum, what are the project you've gone through? After that, what are the internship you have gone through? In your internship, what are the project you have taken care of? If what are the problem you are facing? How you manage this problem? This is one of the favorite question for that interview panel. That how you are tackle this situation, how do you tackle this problem, what are the problem you are facing. the more bigger problem you can display, the more probability you are going to select. They are going to select it, because that how they will understand, yes, that fellow has a good understanding of this technical ground, along with that he faced that or she faced that problem and she recovered somehow, whether he or she takes someone assistance, or she google it or anything, whatever the resources you have, based on your resources you resolve that problem. So this is your skill. So that skill they are looking for, because technically you are already in a good state. Based on that, you are already scored 600 or 600 plus score, so you are already in the good state. So that's the point. They are just only looking for whether you are able to implement your knowledge. So your project, in your BTech project, what are the project you have gone through, means which project you have conducted, so under which professor, and most importantly the project you will mention and the professor you have mentioned. They will also ask that you, okay, if you do this project, then who was your project coordinator, so you will mention about him, what are the his achievement also. This is also important in, so this is also try, they will also try to have a good connection with your project, your internship. If you go through the internship, you must mention the internship, because the internship is the means in hand experience, or after completing your graduation, after completing your engineering, you are getting that opportunity. So they will treat it as your experience. Everyone is looking for an experience, even someone who has a experience in this in his or her technical domain. So internship you must have to this. And the next one is PSU, means study the PSU you are applying for. If you are applying for the recently also in in the NIPCO also they are looking for engineers, through PGATE they were asking for. So if you are looking for whatever the PSU you are applying for, try to study the PSU, what type of job they are performing for an NHPC. So they are doing hydroelectric project. In which domain you are in profession, means civil, electrical, mechanical, computer science, or electronics and telecommunication. But if you are applying for NHPC, in that time or in that occasion, you have to study that what is hydroelectric project, basic of hydroelectric projects, what is turbine, how the efficiency of a turbine is designed, so how the efficiency of turbine is calculated, what is drag force, what is pull force. So if this kind of basic term you just go through, means before attending this NHPC interview. Or in case of NIPCO, what are the energy, okay, thermal energy or maybe the hydro energy. You just study the basic terminology, so that you will understand that. As I mentioned earlier also, in case of Airport Authority of India, what you have to go through, or in case of ONGC, what they are doing, okay, in case of GAIL India, as I mentioned. So these are things you need to know. You need to know this is what research is important. But next, you develop your skill, your behavior skill, and situation based skill. Okay, so based they will give you some situation based skill. Okay, in some of the occasion it might be possible that they will feel, okay, there is an one means they will select any one of them, these two candidate. Based on these two candidate, they will select one of them. Okay, they will call both of them together. Okay, then just ask them why both of you are in the same degrees, both of you are having around same percentage of mark, both of you are freshers. So why do we select who one will be the more preferable? So they will give you some tricky situation, or they will give you some situation that you already have a good score in, means your GATE examination. The person who already given that give his interview, he also had a good score. Then why do I select you? Okay, this kind of question also will come into your face. What will be your response? That is important, because the time you give the response, means this will impact your interpersonal skill, your soft skill, your behavior. Okay, your situational response. Your situational response is important. Nobody knows in which situation you will stuck in your life, in your professional life. So based on that, you have to give your response. So if you want to know in this situation what are the response you have to give, you just give me a comment. I will make another video. So apart from that, the another important aspect is your time management, your stress handling skill. Because in every PSUs there are ample amount of stress, because there are lots of deadline are there. There are lots of projects those who are already delayed. Okay, so everyone is trying to manage the time, because time is resources. Then in every situation time is most important resources, okay? So because there is some financial implication also. If there is some lacking of time, means what, there is some means time, price will be rising, inflation is there. So time is an important, how you are managing your time, how you are dealing with your time. And this kind of thing is also important. And stress handling, whether you are able to handle this stress. So these are the important area, apart from that, try to update yourself in every aspect. Means whenever you are going for giving the interview, that day newspaper. Okay, if today is 10, or today is for an example, today is 10th of March, okay, today is 28th of February. If today is your interview, try to have a good look on the today's newspaper, at least the Hindu, and the previous day also. If today is in 10 March, then 9 March and the 10 March, both of the two newspaper you have to go through the entire page, give a read, have a good read on that newspaper. What are the point they are written, how, what are the means accident, or what are the issues they are facing. So that's it, have a good so try to just read the newspaper on the day interview and the before that. It means if you have a interview on the 10th, then 9 and 10th, these 2 days in newspaper, you will go through the newspaper and try to have a brief idea about what going on the international politics and the national or your state wise basic, so that if uh, so that you can respond somehow. Okay, the update is important. So based on our discussion, let us summarize what you have to go through. For that point of view, the most important is you have to have a good score. It is not mandatory that you have to go for the 600 plus only, then only you get the call letter or the interview letter. You will get in a 500 or 500 plus also. But okay, you can have a, give it a try. I hope you will get the good response. Then the fundamental, you just go through the brush up your basic skill, basic knowledge, because you already have a good score, so you are able to this you handle this situation or handle this part. Dive into the technical and the practical. This is important because you have to manage these two area together. So if you have any queries, you can give me a comment, I will explain. The previous year question, as I mentioned, you can go for LinkedIn, so that you have a connection with the person in which department they are working. You are also applying for that department, so it will be helpful for you. Then mock interview, for that point of view, follow me, I will guide you. If you have any query, you can also ask me. And the grooming is your important, how you look like, means basic thing, means there must be no hair on your face, means the facial hair must be in a proper organized way. If you are doing any query, you can ask me. Your communication skill, basic sentence framing, while you are using Hindi also, try to give you a decent Hindi, or if you have possible, or if you are able to have a good communication, good grip in English, I recommend you to give you interview in English, so that it will be give you more impact. And the next is your project and internship, what you have gone undergoes after or during your BTech. And then after you study the PSUs, means which PSU you apply for, whether it's a GAIL or ONGC, NTPC, NHPC, or NEPCO, anyone. So you just go through that and develop a small behavior skill, so that you have a good interpersonal skill. How you have to manage in a group discussion also. They maybe go for a group discussion. How you have to never interrupt anyone whenever someone is discussing, or give his or her own opinion. At that time, you just listen properly and try to add on or debate. If you have any kind of means you are not agreeing, you just say, I am not saying this kind of, no, I am not agree. No, this, never use this kind of word, not agree. Just say that I have some reservation. Okay, I have some reservation. I believe in your concept. Or you just say, no, no, I am not believing in your concept. This, no, 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 not no. Just use that I have some reservation. I understand your concern, but I have some reservation. So somehow you have to know how to address the situation. For another example, never say that you are saying wrong thing, but never use but, use however my observation is slightly different. Okay, my observation is slightly different. So use some pretty simple trick so that someone can believe that yes, has a management skill also. Okay. And this soft skill, then time management, how you managing your time, your stress management, this is important. During the interview they will also judge this thing. They are just judging your behavior and everything. And always try to stay updated. For updated person, you can also follow me. I will guide you how to update it. And as I give you the trick about that your LinkedIn, and the second one is newspaper. Don't forget this too. This is really helpful for your means preparation and journey toward gate to PSA. Okay, take it easy. Thank you everyone.